Hi, my name is Melissa Barrad, the owner of I Do Weddings in San Diego. I'm here today to speak with you about how to create your very own layered wedding invitations. Layered wedding invitations have been a trend for quite some time, but it's a trend that I personally love. It's a great way to take a more simplistic invitation and just really make it your own and just give it a little bit of depth. Here is a great invitation that I borrowed from my friends over at Sweet Paper. You can see that it includes all of their wedding colors, so a gray, a blue, and an ivory, and it also goes with the slight travel theme that you can see here with the little adornments and attachments, and it's a great way to really dress things up but also keep things really, really simple. A second layered invitation that's become increasingly popular and we still see today are pocket folds. And you can see how the information is stacked. So this is an invitation suite that ties up and wraps up, and people get really excited about it because it's more like a present when they receive it in the mail. So it includes their wedding invitation and the pertinent information, as well as separate enclosures for other events. So on this particular one, it gives some details on the events going on for the wedding weekend. So it's a great way to include information for those that aren't web friendly and that won't necessarily look at your wedding website. So all the information is here on this card. A second enclosure is for accommodation, something that I highly recommend that you always include in your invitations regardless, because there are people that will have lots and lots of questions about where to stay, and having this will help quite a bit, particularly if you have any group rates or any special information they need to know. And finally, the most important thing besides your actual wedding invitation is the RSVP vehicle. And in this case, it is a small printed card as well as a return envelope. In most cases, I highly recommend that you include a stamps to make it very, very easy for your guests to respond. And you can see here that it includes all of the pertinent information where guests can fill out their name, what they'd like to eat, and then also give additional information about where they are planning on staying. So this layered invitation provides so much information and also provides lots of information to your guests, and also provides information to the bride and groom about when guests will be arriving, where they're staying, if they'll be joining for these various events that we've provided information for. So I highly recommend a layered invitation so you can include all the information your guests need to make sure they have a great wedding experience just like you. And there you have it, your very own layered wedding invitation. I'm Melissa Barrad with I Do Weddings. Thanks so much for joining me.